Hey gamers, what's up? Okay, so I've had some time to mess around with the PS4. I played all day yesterday. You didn't see much footage yesterday, but you did get all the original stuff, the initial launch videos we did. I made a little playlist, so I hope you guys enjoy it. But you saw us go to the store, you saw us wait in line, you saw us get in our system, you saw us review the DualShock 3 and tell you what we thought of the actual controller itself. I can tell you it does control just as well as it felt like it would when we first held it and tried it out. Not much functionality up here with the touchpad, so I don't know how that's going to work out. The move thing actually, when it's dark in the room, is kind of cool because you can spot your controller, and like it blends in with my coffee table because it's dark. But with that light, that was kind of cool. But other than that, I see real no reason to have that function. But I guess if I get the eye camera, which I don't know if I'm going to get yet. I know in a week I'll have a Kinect. Do I really need that? But if they show me some functionality that makes me feel like I need it and it'll work with this move really well, then yeah, maybe I'll jump on it. But so far, I see no real reason for that. But the controller is really nice. This is one of the best controllers I've held. Although to me it would be better if I had that offset analog stick. I'm really a fan of that. But I can't complain. This is a work of art, this controller. It's really outstanding. So, getting into some functionality of the system, I did really not mess with a lot of stuff. I played Netflix on it, of course, and it is the best Netflix interface so far. I was really impressed with it. My TV has Netflix built into it, but I'll be using this because it's that much better. I really, really like it. I do want a remote control for my PS4. No one I saw had one. None of my distributors carry them yet, at least. So we'll see how that works. I don't want to have to use my controller every single time I want to use Netflix, though, or watch a Blu-ray. So we'll see how that works out. The interface itself, I'm not that impressed with. I'm not a huge fan of this, going across the bar thing. I don't like how all of the games pop up here. I don't want the game to pop up unless it's in my console. This just seems like it's taking up space and it makes it take forever to get to the browser, So that wasn't that cool to me. I think it would have been better if they just here at the beginning had one of these boxes that said games. And you go in and it has the games that you've installed or, I don't know. It just seems like there could be a better way of doing it that doesn't take up this entire bar. So that wasn't that great to me. And otherwise, it's fine. It works just like, it's kind of, if you know your PS3 or your PSP menu setup, then you know this one. So that's all right. But overall, I think it could be improved. But that's the great thing about, all this firmware update stuff they can do and everything. If you remember with the 360, it started off with the Blade system and it became something so much better. I think Sony could do the same thing. So this, as a start though, it works out all right. As for some of the games we played, I just downloaded Contrast, so I'm going to give that a shot. It was free with PSN Plus, so I can't complain. A free game is always, at least not a disappointment in that I spent some money on something I didn't want. Knack, I could live without, to be honest. It's kind of like when you got your 360 and you bought Cameo for it, and you were like, oh, this is good, but it was really just that you wanted a next-gen game to play. I don't find this a next-gen game. I think this could have been achieved on the current-gen consoles. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything special. The game seems to be too linear for me. It all just kind of plays itself. All you're doing is moving forward and beating up bad guys. I don't know. I expected a little more, and because of that, it was a little bit of a disappointment to me. I don't think it warrants the 56 Metascore it got or whatever. I don't think it's that bad. I just don't think it's that exciting either, and it's not going to be something that I might not finish it. I don't know. We'll see. Resogun, another free with PSN title. Very cool. We enjoyed that. Had a lot of fun with it. I'm not into shooters all that much, but it was very interesting, and it has a unique perspective, so I had a lot of fun with that. Assassin's Creed is probably one of the most disappointing games I played. Not in that it was a bad game by any stretch, because all the Assassin's Creed games are good, but I'd expected something a little sharper visually. I expected it to be really amped up, but as for a next-gen title, it's not that great. The water, in a game with so much water, should look a lot better. it was very crisp and clear, and I'm sure it's going to be a great game. I'm going to play through it because I love the series, but is it a next-gen game? Not at all. Should you play it on your 360 or PS3? It wouldn't hurt, because you're not getting that much better experience out of this version, I don't think. So that's just my opinion on that. The Need for Speed Rivals, however, was really sharp, and we had a great time playing that. I think it's probably one of the more exciting games I got with the launch, so I'd recommend playing it. It's probably, in my opinion, the best one since the first Most Wanted title came out on like 360 is where I played it, and I loved that game. And since then, the Need for Speed games have really been lackluster to me. And then this one hit, and I'm really glad I got it, because I've wanted to enjoy a racing game for a long time, and this really fits the bill. Lego Marvel Superheroes. Do you need to buy it on the PS4? Absolutely not. You could buy it for whatever console, and it's going to be just as good, but it is a really fun game. So it doesn't sport the power, you know, it doesn't show you how much power the PS4 has, but you're going to enjoy the game if you're into any of the old Lego games. And what I really enjoyed about this one was it's the Lego characters on these really pretty environments. Like you see realistic textures all around them and everything, and that made it kind of fun to play. And it kind of like was like taking the real world and putting Lego characters and Lego vehicles and structures within a real world. So that was kind of fun. The Playroom. Didn't get to mess with it, didn't buy the camera, as I said before. If they really impress me with something, I'll buy the camera, I'll hook it up. I'll have the PlayStation camera and then the Kinect on 2 different shelves, and I'll use them both. But as for right now, it's not something I'm going to get into. Didn't mess with Video Unlimited or Music Unlimited because I don't care about them. Not really features I need, and nothing I'm going to use. Battlefield 4, however, was really, really good. I haven't gotten into any of the Modern Warfare type games. I did play Battlefield 3, the campaign was alright. I don't get into multiplayer that much, but the campaign on this Battlefield was really something else. We sat around, played it for a good amount of time. The textures were gorgeous. It really was an impressive looking game, and I would actually recommend it. I didn't buy it for myself, Josh and Sleazy both bought it, but I think I'll be picking it up as well and giving it a shot. We also played Killzone, which I don't have on my system because we played it on Josh's system. I bought myself a copy after playing his, and I think I'm going to play through it. It was really impressive, beautiful game. That was extra good for me because I was not impressed with Killzone on the PS3. I'm glad to have seen a new game come out that I think I'm really going to enjoy. So I'm going to pop that one in and try it out and play it myself, and maybe later on I'll give you my thoughts on that. But my initial thoughts on it are that it's pretty solid. So if you get the chance and you get in a PS4, that's probably a title you definitely want to pick up. And that's it. So, do I recommend the PS4? Absolutely. I highly recommend it. There's going to be some great exclusive content on here. Now, I'll also mention, I know this is a PS4 video, but I also recommend the Wii U, and I will also recommend the Xbox One. Every console is going to have exclusive content worth playing. So you may want to look into those. This brand loyalty fanboy stuff, you gotta stop with it because it's just really ridiculous. That's like the Ford and Chevy people. If us nerds don't get into that stuff, Ford sucks, you know? But this brand loyalty, it's gotta stop. You gotta stop with the fanboy crap and just give yourself the greatest experience you can by playing all the best exclusive content across the platforms. And then you're really gonna find that you've enjoyed a generation of gaming better than a lot of other people have who have been so close-minded. And that's just my little bit of information, my advice to all the gamers who watch. Leave in the comments whether you're getting a PS4 or whether you're getting an Xbox One or a Wii U, or you know what you're looking forward to this coming gen, this new generation of gaming, and I'd love to get your thoughts. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all later.